along. We're going to find a place to sit, okay? Love you guys.
let's see how this goes. Hi, I'm Taylor Perez.
And I'm Rachel Boroff.
We are here as the Prado High School class of 2018 to welcome to our commencement ceremony. Before we start, we would like to thank the parents, the guardians, the teachers who managed to put up with us for 13 years of our schooling. Don't know how you did it, but somehow you did it, so thank you. And we'd also like to thank our school board, our superintendent, Dr. Jerry Simon, and also our principal, Mr. Aaron Cummings, for being here.
Cell phones are fantastic for taking pictures. But out of respect for our graduates on this special day, please silence your cell phones. From the moment we arrived at kindergarten until these unforgettable 4 years of high school, this journey has been one we will always remember. As we are taking these final steps that will prepare us for the future and celebrating our accomplishment, we would like to take a moment to thank everyone who has supported us along the way. Thank you for walking alongside of us through our adventure and helping us to succeed.
Now, if you may please rise, remove your hats, and turn your attention to our flag at the south side of the field as the senior choir sings the national anthem.
I'm honored to introduce our first student speaker. She's been a positive aspect to our class and a wonderful example, and exemplifying leadership and kindness each day. Please welcome Heidi Massey.
Thank you, Sharon. Good evening, friends, family, faculty, and soon-to-be graduates. It is an honor to address you all as we reflect on how far we've come and celebrate the future that awaits us. Surrounding us tonight are our loved ones and the community that brought us up. We could not have made it this far without the people who took time to invest in us, and I encourage my classmates to offer heartfelt thank yous to the friends, families, and teachers who have helped us along the way. Tonight is not only about the graduates of 2018, but also the supporting figures of our lives who both figuratively and literally brought us to where we are today. While graduation is a time to look to life beyond high school with excitement, it is also an occasion in which many of us will reminisce on the years that have passed. As a class, we have forged friendships, encountered tragedy, laughed together, and persevered through arduous classes. In the faces of our classmates, we see memories. Memories of riding school buses together, of performing in elementary school talent shows, of running the mile in middle school PE, of intimidating sports tryouts our freshman year. Tonight, we may be seated next to our best friend from kindergarten, and down the row may be the person we shared our first middle school slow dance with. Class of 2018, this is the last time we will all be in one place together. Whether you're ready to move as far away from Ephrata as possible or plan to stay in the area, we're all turning a new page in our lives, and I hope that each of us will hold dearly the memories of the time we spent together. Seated in front of me tonight in the audience are many other Ephrata alumni who can attest to the deep connection they feel to their former classmates. I expect our class will be no different. Every year around graduation time, we are reminded that high school, like most things, was never meant to last. We have watched the classes before us graduate and have wished the time away. At times, school has seemed to stretch on into eternity with no end in sight. But now we have arrived at our long-anticipated destination. In the midst of tonight's celebration, it is easy to forget that graduation is more than a diploma and a see you later. The last 12 plus years have been a preparatory phase, one in which we have not only learned how to read and write and have manners, but have also gained enough life experience to make our way in the world on our own. Up until this point, high school has held a sense of permanency. School is all we have ever known. Now, we are able to see high school for what it really was, one of the many milestones and phases that make up our lifelong journey. I could close with any number of graduation cliches and claim that we are all going to follow our dreams or find ourselves and take on the world, but I would rather end with this. I have watched my classmates grow and flourish in so many ways, and I am so extremely proud of each of them. My classmates have challenged themselves, handled difficult situations with grace, and persevered when they felt like quitting. They will continue to do so as they move on from Ephrata High School. Because of this, I can say with full confidence that the people behind me will meet many more of their goals and accomplish much in their lives. To the class of 2018, I wish you all the best. As our next student speaker, I have the pleasure of introducing someone who has been my classmate since preschool. Please welcome Ethan Eder.
Well, look out. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we gather here not for a wedding, but for the graduation of the class of 2018. We spent roughly a couple million hours or so, it felt, in classrooms of our 13 years of schooling. I did the math, the actual math. 15,210 hours, give or take probably 50, I don't know, something like that. I think I speak for all the young men and women behind me when I say thank you to the faculty for taking care of us and keeping the school an enjoyable place to be for so many years. Thank you, Mrs. Ramirez, for always keeping us seniors in check by reminding us to make something of ourselves, that we're all extremely capable, we just need to apply ourselves. That's the hard part. One day, Mrs. Ramirez, we'll all be living the dream just like Coach Martin. Whether we're climbing power poles to keep the power around, farming to feed America's citizens, making music so the rest of us can enjoy it, or serving our country in the armed forces. There are so many other wonderful people that I could thank in this speech, but time says I can't, so sorry. You're all tremendously appreciated for all your time that you've given us. Thank you so much for choosing the professions that you have. Thank you. Not too long ago, we were freshmen walking through the halls and looking at the upperclassmen like, those guys. Do I have to talk to them? I'd rather not. And sophomore year, we kind of started figuring out a little bit. We got a little bit more confidence, you know. We had a year under our belts. We were kind of ready to take on the world, we thought. And junior year, we kind of had a better idea. We were becoming upperclassmen, figuring ourselves out. And senior year, everybody's just trying to figure out what's going on, trying to figure out what we're doing after school, you know. But we managed to lead the school in a very positive way, I think, this year. We'll all be off doing bigger and better things here really soon. I mean, we got to get bragging rights at our 10-year reunion somehow, so somebody's got to top somebody. The class of 2018 will have a legacy without a doubt. From our monstrously successful performing arts to our athletic performances that have exceeded many expectations. Our school spirit has been spectacular over the last 4 years. We have supported our athletics and activities with vigor in our time, and it has brought so many of us together as a result of our efforts. We have some of the great athletes that can rival some of the greatest best alumni. To name a few, Kennedy Peters, who set records while winning 3 state titles for our girls golf team, and is now going to WSU to continue her golf career. We wish you the best of luck, KP. Another person is Anthony Evans, a 6-time district champ, 4-time regional champ, and a 4-time state qualifier for our track and field team. And one of my teammates and greatest friends, Zach Berryman, who on the football field this year racked up well over 2,000 yards. I like him too. Go ahead and clap. Well, that's not my speech. What happened here? I am extremely proud of my classmates and wouldn't trade them for anything. We all have Tiger pride inside and out, and it's a quality we will take into the future for whatever it holds for us. All our futures are looking to be bright. That sun. Congratulations, class of 2018. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Now, if you could please direct your attention to the north end of the field where our senior band will play Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield.
speak the words on your lips. Hurt yourself in words of broken. Live a life with comfort open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window. The sun illuminating words that you cannot find reading. Look something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Staring at the blank page before you, open up a dirty window. The sun illuminating words that you cannot find reading. Look something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Put yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with comfort open. Today is feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Get yourself in words unspoken. Live your life with comfort open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you a woman who not only put up with my class the past 4 years, but a woman who became a teacher at the Ephrata High School in 2014. That also so happens to be my class's freshman year. She not only taught us English and introduced to us her favorite poet, Edgar Allan Poe, she also taught us life lessons. I am sure she can testify we taught her some lessons too. Please welcome Miss Samantha Byam.
All right. Thank you very much, Hannah. They did teach me a lot about what it means to have patience. Hello, my name is Sam Byam. I am an English and history teacher here at EHS. And while I'm sure a great majority of you know me and a little bit of this story some way or another, I think it's only fitting that I begin simply by saying thank you. You see, when these young adults behind me were still little baby froshies, brand new to high school and a little terrified, though characteristically unwilling to admit it, we had way more in common than many of them realized at the time. It was my first year at EHS too. And not only my first year at EHS, it was my first year as a full-time teacher in general. Also, unwilling to admit it at the time, I was terrified. Don't tell them. However, this fun, energetic, and caring group quickly had me realizing that I love teaching. If for nothing else than simply getting to laugh and joke with these goobers every single day. So thank you, parents. Every single one of your young adults has positively impacted my life in a way that I can't even begin to explain. And ask them, given the opportunity I can, and I will, elaborate for days. Now, as thankful as I am to all of you, I think it's probably time that I buck up and turn around and face our graduates. They did choose me to speak, even if only with the grand hope that I somehow end up crying. Hi, Blake. That was Where in the world did the time go? I can't even begin to believe that this is happening right now. You think that it's dragged on. I know you have. But I barely blinked. Remember 4 years ago when most of you walked into my room and probably thought I was either very crazy for making up weird nicknames like Bacon or Balake, or thought that I was really scary for at least the first 6 months? That one might be wishful thinking, but let me have it. I cannot believe that you are here in this moment. Ever since Maya started that dreadful graduation countdown on my board and I had to convince her to add weekends to it to make it a little bit longer for me, I have been wondering what I would say to all of you if given the opportunity, because there's honestly so much that I can say. I'll try to keep it short. Don't hold your breath. I will always cherish the awkward, silly, and downright funny things you guys did and said in my room, even if they did drive me up the wall at the time. Yes, book pending. I have a book. Like when Preston finally got me to make a punny place for him on my board. Or when we acted out the Odyssey freshman year and Becca got really into it. All of your funny, inspiring, and sometimes deep entry tasks that were super educational, Mr. Cummings, but also a little bit of a really fun time consumer on Fridays. Your weird connections when writing conclusions about Bilbo Baggins, your random comments about falling in love with squirrels, and the many hugs, smiles, and laughs that I've shared with so many of you. I will not miss all of you watching me climb the stairs after lunch with your phones out, hoping to catch me tripping up the stairs so you can win $1 million, but don't worry, Byam. If we win, we'll split it with you. Just in case you are all curious, I'm not rich yet. Yet. Most importantly, I will miss getting to see so many of you every day. You have no idea, how lonely and quiet my room has been the last 2 days. Without all of you randomly showing up or popping in to say hi or pretending you're there to see me when really you're just grabbing a granola bar out of the cupboard. So many of you have grown so incredibly close to my heart. My best hope for all of you as you continue on this journey called life is that you find something you love. Something that you want so badly that you feel it quicken your heartbeat and tighten the muscles in your stomach as you anxiously anticipate getting it. Something that you just have to have and reach for, and finally you jump for it. And then I hope with everything that I have that you fall flat on your face. In all seriousness, this will happen. Just as surely as I fall up the stairs on a daily basis, you will fail. Many, many times over if you're lucky, and that's amazing. Failure is, simply put, the best indicator that you're trying, that you are reaching for something unknown or outside of your comfort zone. Failure is, in my very humble opinion, the absolute best foundation for success. In failure, you not only learn who your friends are and what you truly want out of life, but you also learn who you are. You are about to go into this world, hopefully armed with life lessons from your parents and other family members, teachers, friends, and even quite possibly, for some of you, the sting of failures that you've already encountered. To fail is to be human. But to fail and then learn from your mistakes, making the appropriate changes, to fail and remain humble and persistent in your dreams, and to fail and then let those failures mold you into a stronger, more resilient, and more empathetic member of society, that is to be an exceptional human. my dearest wish for each of you as you continue to grow and find failure and let them lead to success is that you always remember that even when it seems like the world is against you and you feel even a little let down in yourself, that I will always remember how capable and worthy of success and happiness each and every single one of you are. So with that, I have only one more thing to say, believe it or not. And it's probably the last time I'll get to say it to all of you all in one big group. Be safe. Make good choices. Hugs, not drugs. Crack is whack. School is cool. And all those other cheesy cliches. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Good evening. I am Aaron Cummings, Ephrata High School principal. At this time, we will present the diplomas. Students with red activity cords represent their continued involvement in one of the activities listed in your program over a 3-year period. Those students with a gold honor cord represent an accumulated grade point average of 3.6 or above during their 4 years at Ephrata High School. Dr. Simon, Superintendent of Ephrata Schools, and Mrs. Elaine Black, School Board President, will recognize our students and present the diplomas. Rachel Verna Brown, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Rachel Kelly Boroff, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Bolton Francis Hubble. Jacob Carl Oxus, red activity cord. Zachary Douglas Berryman, red activity cord. Andrew Richard Eekstrom, red activity cord, avid. Kenneth Darren Flynn, red activity cord, enlisting in the United States Air Force. Nicole Madison Hahn, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Avery Karina Mickelson, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Eliza Mai, foreign exchange student, Italy. Mika Matsubara, foreign exchange student, Japan. Marina Avara Sanchez. Taylor Jordan Perez, red activity cord. Sharon Lynn Adams, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Tatum Nicole Olivas, red activity cord. Karen Maria Billingsley, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Heidi Lynn Massey, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Hannah Lavon Goodspeed, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, Avid. Tiana Jade Miller, red activity cord. Ethan James Etter, red activity cord. Robert Val Libert, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord. Tyler John McMillan, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Maya Diane Alsop, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Kayla Marie Mullings, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Edith Marie Hughes, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society, enlisted in the United States Air Force ROTC. Madeline Rose Williams, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Maya Janelle Vic Deshawn, red activity cord, Avid. Eli Jacob Whetstone, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Leland Edward Burleson, red activity cord. Caitlin Annette Brown, red activity cord. Kaylee Christine Bearden. Jasmine Lisette Marmolejo, red activity cord. Ethan Parker Chamberlain. Danica Autumn Knowlton, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Alexis Pichardo Estrada. Siley Xavier Lee. Edwin Jimenez Vargas, red activity cord. Ashton Bailey Sheets, enlisted United States Marines. Devin Thomas Sweeney. Caden Lewis Johnson, Red Activity Cord, Avid. Matthew Jason Lieberman, enlisted United States Marines. Wyatt Eric Cook. Tayton Lee Garcia. Daniel Castaneda, Red Activity Cord. Pablo Gaspar Diego. Taylor Janae Dills, Red Activity Cord. Autumn Lee Collins. Daniel Ramirez Valdez, Red Activity Cord. Arby Guerrero Hernandez, Red Activity Cord. Ezekiel Guadalupe Sandoval, Red Activity Cord. Brittany Lizette Pearl, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord, National Honor Society. Sarah Marie Anderson, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord. Emmy Padilla, Red Activity Cord. Brittany Nicole Dreesen, Red Activity Cord. Nathan Lawrence Duffner, Red Activity Cord. Efren Bedoya Guzman, Red Activity Cord, Avid, enlisted United States Marines. Caitlin Marie Coates, Red Activity Cord, Avid. Casey James Severin. Emma Garcia Ochoa, Gold Honor Cord. Bernice Oliveira Arriaga. Natalie Ray Luna, Red Activity Cord. Connor Christian Quist, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord, National Honor Society. Haley Marie Couture, Red Activity Cord. Taylor Noel Smith, Red Activity Cord. Caitlin Joy Julian, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord, National Honor Society. Haley Jane Rodner, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord, National Honor Society. Nicholas Philip Smith, Red Activity Cord, Gold Honor Cord. Brad Richard Flanagan, red activity cord. Alec William Dean Searson, red activity cord, avid. Blake Austin Clippart. Colby Orion Beppel, red activity cord. Shannon Lee Kulikowski. Salvador Villagomez Rodriguez. Landon Anthony Davis, red activity cord. Juan Carlos Carachure. Christopher Michael Stewart, red activity cord. Colby Cash Murray, avid. Gunner Matthew Falstad, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Cody Dean Follett, red activity cord, avid. Janelli Samantha Alejandrez. Odalis Toro Ramirez. Yindi Elizabeth Eurisha. Graziella Carolina Botello. Anna Maria Marcelina Huchin, red activity cord. Evan Dre Lane Venata. Anthony Wynn Evans, red activity cord. Hannah Nicole Polani Heflin, red activity cord, avid. Hunter Mark Rosenberger, red activity cord. Caden Vincent Blankenship, red activity cord. Ricardo Arturo Lopez. Eduardo Hernandez, avid. Sergio Ortego Saldana. Austin Jeffrey Webb, red activity cord. Travis J. Robertson, red activity cord. Caitlin Renee Anton Ostrowski, red activity cord. Krista Mary Craco, red activity cord. Wyatt Myron Hussey. Lucas Isaac Bayfus, Red Activity Court. Deborah Lee Solario. Sari Alexandra Lopez. Diana Melissa Valerio. Alondra Navarro. Jenna Nicole Dawson. Quinn Taylor Dawson. Red Activity Court, Gold Honor Court. Caitlin Elizabeth White. James Hawkeye Taylor. Tiffany Marie Klinger.
Two more.
Adamary Najar.
The kid after me is Gavin. It's his cousin. The two cousins.
Maricela Sanchez. Abbott. Kyle James Harwood. Gavin McConley Johnson, Red Activity Court. Michelle Lopez. Jeremy Israel Ketala. Michael Lopez III. Megan Leanne Quist, Red Activity Court. Timothy Novitsky, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, Red Activity Court. Dagny Margaret Aaron, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, Red Activity Court, Gold Honor Court, National Honor Society. Keisha Marie Bauer. Ashley Renee Slade. Valerie Annette Rodriguez. Jacob Alexander Miller. Matthew Kenneth Miller. Jackson Rain, Red Activity Court, Avid. Alex Holman. Shelby Jane Munson, Red Activity Court. Samantha May Horton, Red Activity Court. Madison Joe Martin, Red Activity Court. Grace Monroe Youngers, red activity cord. Harley James Klein, red activity cord, enlisted United States Marines. Elliot Brennan Amon. Carson Lee Calley, red activity cord, enlisted United States Marines. Malachi Douglas Stewart.
Good job, Carson.
Kilver Hernandez. Neil Dalton Stacy. Andrew Daniel Clark. Austin David Kyle. Sergio Gaona. Angela Montano Gonzalez. Ever Guerrero Torres. Ishmael Martinez Jr. David Keith Anderson, red activity cord. Harley James Reese, enlisted United States Air Force. Christopher Michael Walker, red activity cord. Logan Robert Vaughn, red activity cord. Tyler Robert Freeze. Tori Lee Wins, red activity cord, Avid. Bailey Baxter Bunny. Jacqueline Tellez Toledo. Chloe Reese Payne. Melanie Monet Valencia Rojas, red activity cord. Oliver Rosalio Rodriguez Virgin, red activity cord. John Adam Anderson, red activity cord. Michael James Little. Gavin Douglas Allen, AA degree, Big Bend Community College, red activity cord, gold honor cord. Cole Stevens Kallstrom, AA degree, Big Bend Community College. Rosalind Marie Martin, red activity cord, Avid. Sarai Maria Kibbe, red activity cord. Brenda Delgado, gold honor cord. Caleb Antonio Dwyer, red activity cord, enlisted United States Navy. Ethan Frank Boyd. William Blake Larkin, red activity cord. Jarrett Per Gukish, foreign exchange student, Germany. Martina Petronella Van Pelt, foreign exchange student, Netherlands. Maya Lenabelle Young. Kennedy K. Peters, red activity cord. Kylie Jean Niels, red activity cord. Piper Mackenzie Clonch. McKiley Parker Clonch. Rebecca Catherine Schmuck, red activity cord.
Good job, Piper! Piper! Piper!
Marcos Diego Perez.
Good job, McKiley! Mick!
Mackenzie Day O'Donnell, red activity cord, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Amity Marie Gallagher, red activity cord, Avid. Hannah Grace Nelson, gold honor cord, National Honor Society. Sienna Stocking, red activity cord. Katie Quinn Garcia. Caden Safford. Caitlin Rose Miller. Justice James Whitaker. Catherine Elizabeth Sharp Thomas. Areli Garcia, red activity cord, Avid. Nayeli Ortiz Torres, red activity cord, Avid. Elizabeth Enciso Savalza, red activity cord. Mitzi Johanna Munoz Haro, red activity cord, Avid. Sydney Arlene Moore. Red Activity Cord, Abbott. Julissa Bela. Red Activity Cord, Abbott.
Thank you. This graduation has been a celebration, a time for looking back on lessons learned, adventures shared, and bright moments. Graduation has been a farewell, a time for saying goodbye to old friends, good times, and lasting memories that we will tell our kids about how dumb and crazy we were in high school. But graduation is also a beginning, a time for looking forward and seeing what lies ahead. I'd like to thank all the friends, family, and staff members who got us here. Your stampering words of encouragement has led us to throw our caps in celebration of our greatest accomplishments over the years. We can't thank you enough for that.
Tonight may be the last time we are all together, not just as a class, but as a family. With the words of encouragement given us to our guest speakers and lessons we have learned over the course of 4 years, we are ready. Even if many of us would rather run into our crying mama's arms, it is time for us to say goodbye and start our new path, our new journey. Only this time, it is a solo mission. May we never forget our roots of where we came from. It is because of our community that has helped build our characteristics to reach this milestone today. From the class of 2018, we thank every person in our lives that has not only helped us, but has given us struggles to tackle head on. Today marks one of those biggest milestones in our lives. Writing that 5-page essay doesn't seem not so bad anymore. Now, Mr. Cummings, will you do the honors in announcing the official class of 2018?
Seniors, please stand. I am proud to announce that these students have met the requirements of the Ephrata School District and the state of Washington to complete their high school education. You may now change your tassels left to right. Congratulations, class of 2018.